Greetings to all, welcome to the channel Simtech05. In today's video, I will talk about the mesh transition, how we can achieve this type of beautiful transition. Basically, transition is required where we have stress concentration on the particular region or only the area in which we are interested about the results. Apart from these reasons, we are not much interested in the results, but those are necessary to include in the simulation. So here may be my stress concentration or region of interest, and apart from I define the coarse meshing. Similarly, here we have one beautiful example. Near about the hole there are stress concentrations, so I defined dense elements. Then I define the coarse element, because here the stress is not going to concentrate, the maximum stress is going to be concentrated near about the hole only when this plate is subject to the axial loading. So this type of transition we can achieve very easily with little bit tricks. So first we have to understand type of transitions that we can achieve. Here the first example, this one, is called triad transition. What it's mean? In the left side we have 4 elements, in the right side we have 2 elements along the y direction, and to match them or to connect them I have transition zone, and in this transition zone I defined here some triad element. One more thing I want to clear here, in this video I am going to talk only about the 2D transition, but in next video surely we will discuss on the 3D transition. So another example, here we have 4 elements, and again in the RHS side we have 2 elements. Say I am going to show the geometry. This is my LHS and this is my RHS. 4 element, 2 element, and in between we have transition zone. But instead of defining triad element, here we have quad element. So this is called quad transition. But in this transition, the ratio is 4:2, and here the ratio can be anything. Triad is not restricted to number of elements to be connected. The third example here, the LHS side and RHS side. Look, in LHS side we have 3 elements only, and the RHS side we have only 1 element. And see the transition zone having all quad element, and this type of transition called quad 3:1 transition. So by using this type of transition we can mesh our component. Surely we generally not use any single type of transition, we use multiple type of transition within our component. For example, here we can say, I am going to zoom in, just go to show the geometry. In the LHS side I have fine meshing, then I define 3:1 quad transition, then 4:2 transition. Similarly, here I use the same transition, and here also by transition I can define such beautiful meshing. So let me do one by one. So I am going to hide the other things, or I can say I am going to isolate this only. Yeah, everything I am going to hide now. So this type of transition is very easy. I am going to delete those elements and say meshing, and defining here element size 10 or maybe little larger, say for this 25. Okay. So here we are getting 4 elements, then I have to define here the transition zone. I am going to define transition zone later, but here I define something different element size. Say instead of 4 elements, I want only 2 elements. Likewise, and if you want to connect those, then the triad transition is very much important here. Of course, triad transition can be defined after the main mesh. This is our main mesh, and this is the coarse zone, and this is the transition zone. So here I simply have to select the surface and make sure the type of element as R triad or triad. Generally I prefer R triad, and just simply click on mesh with the same element size. And of course, if you want to increase the element size, you can increase likewise, but element may distort. So I am going to again recall by element size 25, mesh, and escape. So this is very easy to achieve. Let me move on the second example. I am going to show my second example, and this is my second example. So here you have to take care few things and listen carefully please. I am going to delete those elements, go for F12, select the type of element. Make sure you not consider here mix element type. Here I have to consider the quad only element type. Select the face. Make sure you uncheck these two options, size and skew. Of course, for this reason it is not important, but for the transition reason it is very important. I am going to check off. If you want to learn other options of the AutoMesh panel, surely you can go with my previous videos. There I explained the AutoMesh panel very briefly. Keep connectivity, click on mesh. Okay, 4 element I have. There is no issue. Then I am accepting and selecting this surface. This is my transition zone and click on mesh. Now I have to define here say 2 element because I want to reduce the element density. In this way my total element will be reduced. See, very easily you will get all element as quad element, but you have to make sure when you use the mix element type, set all, map as a rectangle. Again, these all options also I explained in my previous video. If you are worried about, please go with the previous video. And now click on mesh. So this type of meshing you will get. So instead of mix meshing, I highly recommend to use quad only if you want the quad transition. Set all, mesh, likewise. Okay. One more thing that I want to focus here. You have to take care about this splitting, the way of splitting. See, these 4 elements somehow software able to manage into 2 elements after the transition zone. Okay. So this ratio is fixed. If you have here 4 elements and if you want to define just half, then here I have to define the density as 2. Just click on density, say here we have 4 elements and on this particular edge I defined the 2 element. That's why this is called quad 4:2 transition. The second important thing, you should not define here multiple elements. If you have lesser element size, then you have to change your splitting. Say if I define here 2 elements and click on mesh, then you may get the elements and you may not get. Likewise, if I define here 4 5 elements and now click on mesh, this type of high skewed element you will get, or sometime even you will not get this type of meshing. So I highly recommend to define here only 1 element. Just go with the mesh, go with the mesh style and make sure you uncheck the all options, set all and click on mesh. Now go with the return options and now you can mesh the next surface. Okay, make sure the same number of element because here I want to define larger element size, or in general what is the rule, whatever element size we have here, this is going to be half in this particular edge. So you have to increase the element density by twice. Recall all, mesh in this way. If you are not satisfied with this meshing, you can surely change by the adjust options. Say I want to define here 2 element and now click on mesh. Then click on back. The important thing of this meshing, I should define the same ratio. Say I am going to delete this meshing and I am going to define something different ratio, say 4:3, and try to keep mesh transition by quad elements, say set all and mesh. You may not get. Likewise, okay, nothing will happen. Similarly, if you define only 1 element, then also 1 try element you will get. Okay. So this ratio is very important. That's why I say the quad transition and with the ratio of 4:2. You have to make sure 4 element, then the 2 element, or we can say half element you will get. So reject it, define the same element, say 2 mesh, accepting, then OK, and 2 element, and this also I am accepting. Now move to the next way of transition, this one. Here instead of 4:2, we are using 3:1 transition. Again, this is my main zone, this is course zone, and this is my transition zone. I am going to delete the elements in the first zone. In fine element zone, I am going to define here now 3 element instead of 4. I am accepting it, then move to the meshing of transition zone. Here, as I mentioned, the number of elements should be in the 3:1. Say 3 element I have here, make sure only 1 element in the transition zone, and this ratio will be only 3:1. In this way you will get the meshing. Say mesh style. Sometime if you forget to define quad only, then here also you can choose quad only, set all, make sure you off everything, and now click on mesh. So in this way you will get the transition. I also recommend to check off these all options, say set all, map as a rectangle, set all, and mesh. So this type of meshing you will get. I am going to keep those off, and now set all and mesh. So this type of, again, a linear, or we can say a smooth mesh flow you will get. So I am going to check this. Again, I have to define here only 1 element, and if you want 2 element along this x axis you can define, otherwise 1 element also you can accept. So these are way to define transition zone, and these are dedicated transition ratios. Can we define some different transition ratios? Surely you can define, but those are not recommended from my side. Say in this transition zone, and I am going to delete those elements also. After, select the surface and mesh, 5 element, and now go to define this transition zone. So 5:1 transition zone also I can define. Likewise, okay, likewise. So here also all element you will get as a quad element, and instead of 3:1, here we are getting 5:1 transition zone. Can we define 7:1? Let me show. Select the surface, I am going to define here 7 element, then I am going to mesh this surface, make sure 1 element on the transition zone, and then I am going to define here only 1 element. Yeah. In this way, you not only able to define 7:1 transition zone, you are able to define 9:1, 11:1, and so on. Let me show deleting and defining here element directly. So instead of 7, right now I am going to define here 9 element, and here only 1 element. Here also I am going to define 1 element. So in this way you will get the mesh transition zone. Similarly, I am going to define here 10, and what will happen? See, 1 tri element you will get. But if I define 11, then again all element you will define as a quad element. But as you are going to increase the element density, the aspect ratio of these elements will be increased drastically, and skew of this element will be increased drastically. So you have to take care of those things. 19 and 23 and so on. You can define here this type of mesh transition. So I am going to reject it, going to keep the same transition that I told. Make sure mesh style, set all, going to uncheck these all options and mesh. What mistake I made? Oh sorry, this should be 3:1. So here should be 3 element, not 4. Say 3 element, then 1 element, Here also one element and mesh. Go to the mesh style, set all, and click on mesh. Then select the surface and mesh. One element and one element. So this is the third way of transition. Those are basically main transitions. We can utilize the same pattern to define meshing for the any of the component. Likewise, here I have number of elements, then I define some different transition zones to define coarse element. So let me show. I am going to delete those elements. Define here element size of maybe 5 and click on mesh. Okay, 20 element you are getting. So what should you take care? You should take care about the ratio. Okay, generally I define here 3:1 transition zone, and to define that you have to make sure the number of elements should be divided by 3. Say here I have 20 element. If I divide 20 by 3, it's not possible. Divide completely. Instead of 20, I am going to define here 21 element. Okay, and now as my element size is less, I am going to decrease my transition width also, transition zone width also. I am going to define, if you don't have this transition zone, likewise you can simply use quick edit options, node to line options. Simply press, select the node precisely and this line. So this is my now transition zone. Select the surface, now click on mesh, make sure the same number of element first, say 21 element, and you will get the beautiful quad element. But I don't want this. What I want the transition. So as I mentioned you, 3:1, here I have 3 elements, here I have 1 element. So here I have 21 element and 21 divided by 3, then here I have to define the 7 elements. 7 element, and now click on mesh. This is not look like transition. Just go to here, mesh style, set all, map as a rectangle, set all, uncheck this all, set all, and now click on mesh. Again nothing happened. It is possible sometimes software unable to define transition properly. So what is the another solution? Say here instead of 3:1 transition, software try to take 4 element and defining some transition. So just reject it and try to split it. Likewise F11 node to line, say node to line. This may be a little lengthier. Likewise, but this is only the best solution, best possible solution. Now select the surfaces and click on mesh. So define here 1 element, and now very beautifully software able to manage the transition. Okay, now as this element size is 5 and this element size become 15, so define here size 15. Now click on mesh, and very beautifully you are able to generate all element as quad element. Okay, even if you want to define transition here also you can define, but you have to make sure the ratio. See here I define the 21 element, so here I should define 7 element, but here if I define some random value, you will not get this type of transition. You have to take care about the transition from the beginning. Likewise, going to delete those elements, and I want to define transition here and here. Okay, so going to select this surface and assuming that little smaller element size I have, say instead of 5 I have 4 element size. Now click on mesh, and 28 element likewise. So if I define 4:1 transition in this zone, then I can define again 4:1 transition in the later zone, sorry 4:2 transition. Okay, what I mean to say, here I have 4 elements, so here I can define 2 element. Again the total number of element in the such way that we can divide by 4. So again we can define the transition. Let me explain in the software itself. Select the surfaces and just click on mesh. Define here element size, number of element as 2. Now this beautiful transition you will get. Okay, again if I try to define transition only by using these 2 elements, it is not possible, but by using 4 elements it is possible. So again node to line, node to line, node to line, node to line. Okay, F12, select the surface and mesh. As I mentioned you, here I have to define the element size as 8. Then I want to define little less element size, and I want to define only 2 element along the transition zone. So this type of transition you will get. Of course 1 element I recommended, but this 1 element along the x direction will be not preferable. I have to actually split from here, but just for example point of view I am going to define here 2 element. Okay, so select the surface and again rejecting, here I am defining element size as 8, surface. See, here you will getting transition in y direction also, but right now I am not talking about the y direction transition. So going to define only 2 element and 2 element here also. This beautiful transition you will get, 2 element and 2 element likewise, and here I am going to define only 2 element because I don't have exact 4 elements to complete the transition. If I define here only 1 element, what will happen? Surely one try element will be created. If you are okay with the try element, then it's good, otherwise you can define here as quad element. Okay, surely here the element size will be different. Say here we are getting number of element as 2, and here you are getting 1 element within the same area. So 1 I am going to define, defining surface and click on mesh, make sure element size is 16, recall all, and 3 element, here also 3 element. Okay, so in this way we can define the transition. Likewise, very beautifully you are able to maintain the smaller element size or dense element in the stress concentration zone than the larger element size. So now we will talk about the 2D transition on this particular component. Okay, splitting is already done. I am assuming that you are very well aware to the splitting F11, and you can utilize those options, or shift F9 we can say surface edit options, the geometry, and here we have quick edit, F11 options and surface edit options. You are very well aware to those. If you are not, then go with my previous HperMesh video, you will learn lot of in the surface editing and quick editing. So I am going to define here a smaller element size. Say I have one element size of 1, then 28 element we are getting along the y direction, and similarly 28 element I am going to define along the x direction. You have to make sure this value. Okay, if I defining 4:1 transition, 4:2 transition, then the number should be divided by 4. The number should be divided by 4. If I am defining 3:1 transition, the number of elements should be divided by 3. Okay, that's why I define here 28 elements. Now go with this particular mesh, surface and mesh. So instead of defining here element size 1, I am defining element size 2. So 28, and here I am defining directly 14 element. So this type of transition, as I told you, 4:2. Again, we are not getting the proper elements. So what we can do, we can split. But sometime, if it is possible, you may get. Yeah, we are not getting. So I am trying to increase the element density, and again it's not working. What I can do, again node to line, after 4th element I have to split. This is graphical error, not worry about that. Node to line, node to line, node to line, node to line, node to line. Okay, then I have to mesh these surfaces. Surely I defined 2 element and 1 element. Yeah, likewise. So very beautifully the transition is defined. Similarly, see, this transition zone is little bit larger, you can reduce that. Okay, that's not a big deal. Similarly, here I am going to define 14, and again we are not getting a proper transition. If you are accepting this transition, that's okay, but if you are defining a proper mesh flow, then you have to split every time. So go with F11, node to line, node to line, node to line, and let mesh. I am going to define here only 1 element, and if you want to define 2 elements, surely you can go. Now mesh this surface. As I mentioned, the element size is just increased by this much value, so it may be 6 or 8. I don't want to define further transition. If you want to define the further transition, you can go with, or you can accept this one. Similarly, go to this surface, define transition. As I defined here element size 8, it's automatically adjusted, and define here elements, 1 element, and then you can mesh the remaining surfaces by increasing element size as 8 to 16. Okay, so again if you want to define the transition, surely you can go, or you can reduce the element size. Yeah, that's okay. 5 element. Then here also I wanted to define 4 element. Okay, so in this way the mesh transition can be defined on the particular zone. Surely this transition is not perfect, but by splitting and by proper utilizing the 4:2 transition or 3:1 transition, you can define here also the transitions. In the last one, this plate component. So for ease of meshing, I already splitted this component. I wanted to define lesser element size near about the hole, then transition zone, and then I can mesh the further. So go to delete those elements and let me mesh. Do not worry about those are the graphical error, nothing else. Say element size for this surface, I have element size maybe 2, click on mesh. Okay, I am defining here 2 element at least and 12 element along the radial direction. You have to make sure, not radial, sorry, circumferential direction. You have to make sure the number should be divided by 4 or 3. Okay, if you want to define the 4:2 transition or 3:1 transition. You may define more element likewise, then mesh the next surface, and again 2 element may be sufficient, 12 element along the circumference. Then this will be my transition zone. So instead of defining elements as 2, I am going to increase up to 4 and now say this is my transition zone. By default, software define very beautiful transition, and if you are okay with that, that's good. Otherwise, you can simply reject and you can create a split actually. Or let me try without splitting. So 4:6, yeah. So this transition you are getting. I'm not okay with that. So let me split from node to node, from here to here. Okay, and deleting those element by geometry, surface, and delete. Then again go to the mesh, 6 to maybe 6 to 2. Again it's a 3:1 transition. And again here, then select the surface. Make sure you split the surface in such a way. If you not split this surface and try to mesh the complete surface at a time, you may face a little difficulty. So defining here element size of 8 because I define the transition. Okay, here I have 2 elements and 4 elements, so here I have to define only 2 and 2 elements. Okay, and you may define here more elements. Again, this meshing is not good. Go to the mesh style, set all, map as a pentagon, yeah, because this is the pentagon surface, means 5 edges we are getting in the surface. These all things also I explained in my previous videos, please go through those. And now click on mesh. Now I can mesh these surfaces. Sorry, the element size should be around 8. We call all even larger because if you defining here more number of element, you can define likewise. That's okay for me. Okay, I not need to exercise for the complete plate. Once I mesh the half, or we can say quadrant one, I can reflect those elements. Just go to the tool, click on reflect, select the element which I want to reflect. Make sure you duplicate from the original component. This is my reference node, and here is my plane actually, and plane having the normal direction of y. Say the y direction, click on reflect. So these element will be reflected. Again select the all element, duplicate, original. This is my base node, and now this is my plane actually, and the direction, normal direction will be x. And now click on reflect, and make sure you go to the connect those elements, because once you perform this type of operation, translate, rotate, scale, etc., those elements no longer in the connect actually. So preview equivalence and equivalence, and now click on find edge. This component color is red, that's why the edge is also not visible properly. I'm going to change the color likewise. Okay, so this beautiful meshing you can achieve by the transition. Similarly, here this beautiful meshing you can achieve, and this type of transition you also can achieve. Hope you understood about the transition. As I mentioned, the 2D transition is quite easier as compared to the 3D transition. 3D transition will take more time to understand and to be habitual about it, because not only in the x and y direction, we have to take care the connectivity in z direction also. So thank you for listening. If you want to ask any questions, please comment on comment section. I also have one Facebook group and Telegram group, link is available in description. You can join me there. You are most welcome to join. Thank you again.